Hi, Rachel and Daniel. Welcome back. It's good to see you guys. How you guys been doing since our last session?
Hey there. I think we've been doing pretty good.
Doing all right.
Okay. Last time we were in session, we were talking about just communication issues and, different situations. How's that been going this week, Rachel?
I think that we've been doing pretty good. I think we've been communicating. I think that we try to help each other feel validated in our conversations. So I think it's been well.
Okay, Daniel. How's it been for you?
I think it's been good. I mean, it could definitely be better, you know, but I think I guess making some progress.
Okay. Okay. Um, So have there been any situations this week that have come up that have contributed to those kind of thoughts? Like I know for you, Rachel, you said that you think things are good. And for you, Daniel, you said you think things could be improved, that they're okay, but you think they can be improved. Did anything happen this week that contributed to those thoughts?
Um, I can say we kind of had a little, you know, blow up incident, I guess you could say. We were in we were in Walmart the other day, and it's just an example. She likes a certain type of like creamer for her coffees in the morning
Mm.
and stuff like that. And it she didn't think that it was such a big deal, but to me it kind of was because she blew it up out of proportion. Like she went for 30 minutes in there trying to find this one specific type of creamer. And it kind of upset me because I was ready to go. I had plans with my guys, and this was just supposed to be a quick trip up to Walmart, but yet she wanted to spend 30 some minutes in there trying to find this silk almond milk creamer that was what flavor was it? Caramel or something? When they had French vanilla right there, like she just could have grabbed that. It was just unnecessary. But it is what it is.
Hmm. Okay, so that was a situation that made you feel like y'all were not communicating well.
No, because I felt like I communicated that I had plans later on with my friends and we were supposed to go to a game, but yet she was like, "Okay, just come with me to the store. It's just going to be a quick 5, 10 minutes, and then you can go." So I said, "Okay," but here we are, 30 some minutes later. I felt like I communicated well enough that I had plans, but it's we got to do what Rachel wants to do type things.
Rachel, how do you feel about that? Is that how
Mm.
you remember it?
Well, honestly, up until now, I didn't think we had an issue or there was an issue with that day. I do like specific creamer. So, but maybe I was probably doing the most. Like I didn't see my favorite flavor. So maybe I was just kind of going overboard because you need that certain type of creamer for your coffee when to get it going, you just need that certain type. So I could see his point in how he may feel like I was maybe a little inconsiderate of his time that he needed for his friends. But it was just I didn't know it was an issue up until now, but I do. If that was an issue, I apologize for
It was
that.
an issue, and we already knew that, but yet you decided to do what you wanted to do. So
Okay.
Okay. So this is what I'm hearing, and you tell me what you think about it. It sounds like there were plans that Daniel had previously, and maybe some uncommunicated expectations that this would be a quick trip and that he, needed to go to these plans in a timely manner. but it was also like important to you for you to get your creamer. And although these are isolated situations, um, you guys have a different retelling of the story. So I want us to kind of like take a step back, and I want for you, Daniel, to tell the story of this whole creamer situation from your lens. Like, what did you see happening?
I mean, I clearly saw that it was just what I had to do was of no importance. That's clearly what I saw. All I see is that if Rachel wants to do this, then like we just got to go with that, type thing, and
Hmm.
whatever else flows from that is it just happens, like she doesn't. I don't feel like she takes anything that I say or do seriously, you know, and I feel like I can only really talk to my boys about stuff, but like I feel like she might be holding things that she got, like just now. Like I'm pretty sure she getting messages from her girls. I'm pretty sure she talk to her girls all the time about stuff that's going on between us and in our relationship. But yet she don't ever want to talk to me. She always deflecting about something.
So, Rachel, after hearing Daniel's point of view of what he was thinking during that time, what about you? What's your point of view from that situation? What do you think happened there?
Well, I thought that I was really just spending time with my man, going to the store, just picking out some stuff we needed for the house. And I did want a specific type of creamer. I didn't know that I may have been coming off as doing too much. Um, I think that maybe I could have just done a little better at just speeding up my process to make sure that I had all the necessary things so that way he can make it to his function on time with his friends. And, but I really wasn't trying to be inconsiderate. And I can see how I probably was in this situation.
Now
Do
you see.
you? Hmm?
So now she sees that,
Hmm.
but in the moment she did not see that.
So it was important to you, Daniel, to get to your uh friends to go to this game. And it was important to you, Rachel, to get your creamer. Can you tell each other maybe why that was important? Because I think that the situation is maybe not so much that you took a long time to get the creamer, or that you were not as understanding as you could have been about the creamer, but not knowing what those things mean to each other. So like for you, Rachel, having that creamer, like how does that help you to like start your day? Or does it provide you something that you can't really quantify in terms of, like, it's not a tangible thing that it provides you? Is there something intangible that the creamer helps you to get, as you're going through your day?
I honestly, that's just like the only creamer that I use for my coffee. I can't really have, certain creamers that have like dairy in it because it would upset my stomach and things like that. So I found, like the bee's knees of creamers and just really wanted to continue on to have that in my coffee because so that way I can be the best person I can be throughout the day. It gives me that energy. So that way I can be also the best wife that I could be. When I'm in the morning, I'm not really like a morning person. So that creamer in my coffee is kind of like my time to really like digress, get ready for the day, and just be there when I need to be there. So it was, in my opinion, it was important to me. But then again, I can really see how it may have inconvenienced Daniel.
Hmm. Well, I do want you to own how you feel about this. You don't have to agree. It's okay if you feel differently. It's important that you see each other's difference and then act accordingly to that. So for you, Daniel, what did it mean for you to be able to go, to hang out with the guys?
Um, it was just that need of relaxation and like peace for me because you know we've kind of talked a little bit, but like I took a real big, you know, pay cut, from my past job that I, just lost. So like now I am went from making, 100,000 so now down to like the low mid 60s,
Mhm.
a year. So it's kind of like I'm not finding that relaxation here at home all the time. So where else can I find it? And I find it with my guys. That's really it.
Mhm.
And I kind of feel as if, with that happening and, with her, with Rachel, she just experienced, she just got promoted with her job and stuff like that. So I feel like things are flourishing now in her life, and things are all in the dumps in mine. But I mean, who can I go to talk to about that stuff like that when every time I want to talk to her about something, she's just throwing it off or she's just downplaying it or anything like that. Like I find solitude in my friends and my guys.
Mhm. Okay, and there's something I want you guys to hear that you're saying. You're saying that you're in need of relaxation, and you're saying that in that situation, Rachel, you were in need of feeling prepared because that's something that helps you to function well, and that you both want to show up. That's what I hear, is that you both want to show up for each other. Um, Now, I want to direct our attention maybe to some situations in the past. Have either of you ever um, had any relationships where you had to adjust the way that you were operating to better the relationship, to better the communication? Possibly.
Yeah,
Yes. I mean, you both have friends. You both have a good group of friends. And I'm sure that because you have that good group of friends, that, things, you have to learn how to communicate with them. Otherwise, you wouldn't have such close relationships, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Right. So let's take those skills that are already in your wheelhouse of, when you have an issue with your friends, when there's something going on and, you're not seeing eye to eye or you're not understanding each other, take the time to go ahead and explain what this actually means to you. So that way the person knows it's not just a activity that you need done, but a need that you have to be fulfilled. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, to wrap up session today, you guys' homework is going to be to do at least 2 weekly check-ins. And if you end up in a situation where you feel like you're being misinterpreted, you feel like you're being misunderstood, or that what you need is not being valued or seen in that moment, I want you to then take the time to slow down and go through a few steps. First step is say, hey, let's take a pause. What's going on here? The next step is to say, well, what does this mean to you? And what are you hearing me say? Or what are you seeing me do that is an obstacle to what you need right now? And then that way, you guys can use the skills that you already have from these other relationships in terms of communicating. Does that make sense? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's going to be the homework this week. And I look forward to talking to you guys in the coming weeks in our next session.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for everything. We appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.